DeMar, the king in the fourth, DeRozan. Oh! Welcome into the CHGO Bulls Postgame. I am too excited. Brought to you by DraftKings. With $5, get you 150 in free bets. I am too jacked right now. I am Big Dave. Follow me at Ball Sports. That is Matt Peck calling in from Texas. Follow him at Bulls_Peck. And that is Mark Carmen. The Carm is where you can follow him at from location undisclosed. But you can follow him there. Gentlemen, the Bulls have their first 3-game winning streak of the season. But more importantly, the Bulls are now 2-0 when Carm is on the show.
I listen, when Peck and I were just talking a second ago, I'm like, you're having a hard time kicking me out of here because that is an IO game-winning follow-up followed by DeMar in the Garden. That's a good stretch for yours truly over here, but all not about me aside, and because honestly, just thanks for having me the last 2 nights. It's been obviously my pleasure to be here. That was just a fantastic basketball game, and I don't know how the hell we won it, but we won it. So, you know, I thought that my biggest tip of the cap or whatever is to Zach LaVine in the fourth quarter. He's taking on RJ Barrett. He's making smart plays on the other end. He's getting twos when he could have been forcing up threes, which wouldn't have been a bad shot at the time. I thought he deserved all of that to get the shot to perhaps win the ball game, but obviously I'm thrilled they gave it to DeMar and he won the damn game. So, Zach LaVine, Ocho, you big time tonight in the fourth. That's my biggest takeaway.
It was huge. It was huge. First of all, gentlemen, nice to see you. Cheers. Thanks for holding it down on Wednesday's post game so I could escape and arrive safely here in Texas with the fam. My nieces, thank you as well. I messaged our Bulls Slack thread with about halfway through the fourth. I was like, the Bulls are going to lose this game, and I'm going to lose my mind. And it was somewhere after, I think it was after that Brunson 3, which was the third possession consecutively when the Bulls were just failing to get defensive rebound. They gave the Knicks 12 more offensive rebounds tonight. That was the huge story of the Bulls losing to this team twice at the United Center last week. And I thought that was going to be the same script that played out tonight. But like Carm said, I mean, credit to Zach LaVine, who once again stepped up late in a close game in this 3-game winning streak after all of that stuff that we heard about going down in the locker room in Minnesota. He responded. This team responded with some big buckets and some big stops down the stretch. And then how great is it to finally get one of those DeMar King in the fourth moments? Because we've come so close to so many this season after feeling like we just got 2 a week last season. That was huge. And it was DeMar's classic, through the legs crossover, pull up J from 18 feet. I mean, everything about that, including the and one, was so DeMar King in the fourth. It was glorious.
Glory. Yes, MG Blazer 77. The attackery from young Zachary is backery. And it was amazing to see. Leading the Bulls, like you said, guys, 33 points with the 4 rebounds, the 3 assists. But went to the line 5 times, which is always exciting. But the 4 of 9 from the 3-point line. You know what? I'm going to talk about the offense real quick, but I really want to talk about his defense. But offensively, he looked so in control the entire game. He was getting to the bucket, and not only getting there, but getting the fouls calls, which is great for a guy who's a scorer because he's not used to that kind of shit. But he was getting there, getting those foul calls, and it led to him being comfortable. But what he did is what, Matt, I scream about this all the damn time, the catch and shoot threes. Mm-hmm. His first three, all cash. All right. He even hit one that the ref blew the whistle on, and it still went in. His catch and shoot is awesome from the 3-point line. The only one he missed was the one in the fourth quarter to tie the game at 1:15. That was the only one that he missed. I loved his decision making in the fourth. He wasn't over dribbling. He wasn't trying to do too much. When DeMar came to set a pick for him, and then he went the baseline, went the opposite way, right over Julius Randle for the layup to cut it to 1. But for me, guys, and it just gives me great pride to talk about this, the defense of Zach LaVine in the fourth quarter when RJ Barrett, who was cooking DeMar DeRozan, cooking him, Zach LaVine, in my head, he told DeMar, I got him. That's what he said in my head. I got him, dog. I'm going to defend this dude. And he shut him down those last couple of possessions, Carm.
I mean, honestly, like I was so unbelievably excited / turned on. You are chasing RJ Barrett 5 feet beyond the 3-point line. You are denying him the basketball. You are playing like a scrappy dude who's not, a primetime scorer. That is what the Bulls need to do to win basketball games. Sitting here watching it, just knowing that I'm being on the show with you guys, I was telling Peck beforehand, I'm watching it more critically than just sitting there at the UC hanging out and watching it. And their help defense is so bad at times where it's like you're not actively actually getting in the way of anybody who's going to the bucket and or someone in the post, and then you're late getting back to your dude, and that's why teams are shooting 8,000% seemingly from 3 against the Bulls, which happened again tonight. But then all of a sudden late in the game, oh my God, this is changing, and it's like, can they somehow get over the top and pull it off? I mean, how many the rebound tonight was just atrocious. Rough night for Hoge down, yeah. But the Knicks couldn't make a free throw. God bless them. Thank you, New York.
Man, 15 of 26 at the free throw line were the Knicks tonight. What a gift. That definitely counteracts the 16 of 35, as you were mentioning, Carm. This Bulls team that just gets every team's hottest shooting night of the season is against us, seemingly. The Knicks are one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league, and then they were drilling them against us at the UC last week, and they were drilling them again tonight. But, yeah, gifting us those missed free throws, especially some big ones down the stretch of that fourth quarter.
I mean, the two misses from Brunson.
Mm-hmm. Huge. 89% free throw shooter.
Is that right?
Both of them. Yes, 89%
wow.
is what he shoots.
Wow.
And he claimed them both. And big shout out to Ayo Dosunmu, a.k.a. The Warden. That is what his name is now, ladies and gentlemen. Deal with it. Locked down Jalen Brunson. After Jalen Brunson was just giving the Bulls fits in those back-to-back games. I mean, just a horrible game. And Ayo was just all in his jersey, Matt. Like, he just really put the clamps on him.
Yeah, and even that one ridiculous step back that not Brunson, but was it Barrett had over Zach? I mean, like even on the possessions where Zach was getting scored on, he wasn't getting scored on because of bad one-on-one defense. He was just getting scored on because better offense beat his respectable defense. Yeah. So as much as we can be excited about Zach's 33 points, which was the team high for the Bulls tonight, and the efficient way that he did it, 12 of 22, you got to be encouraged by the way that he's been playing defense, because I think more so than just making the right and smart reads offensively, shooting when he's open, passing when the pass is the right play, it sounded from the reports like it's his defense, which was leading to that, whatever that fight was in the locker room in Minnesota with his teammates calling him out. It was his defense. And Zach playing this way defensively, we've seen it. We've seen him play with this level of capability when he's locked in defensively. It's when he decides to just take a little dandelion brain break, which is what's frustrating, because we've seen it, that he can be competent on the defensive end. He's never going to be an all defensive team guy, but competence and effort is all we're asking for, and he gave us that tonight.
Big time. It's just, I understand that he can't do it for 40 minutes because that level of effort, no one has it, but hopefully, like, as they come off the brawl in Minnesota, right? This will continue to sink in as to what his teammates want of him, how he's going to get the most respect in that locker room, what's going to feel good, how the team's going to win games. Shout out to Andre Drummond tonight. That dude is active. He's making winning plays. He's getting extra possessions for him. He is engaged. He's as far as I can tell, he's been an excellent teammate the past week or so. So that's huge. And I'll throw another one out there. P. Will, I don't know what we got to do here, but it's got to get better because this was painful to watch tonight. This was a rough one.
I mean, I saw our guy Mark K tweeting about it, and I was screaming at no one. I was sitting in my sister and brother-in-law's house by myself while they were out to dinner, screaming at no one. I was screaming at the dog. The dog was there watching with me. I was screaming at the dog. Every time Pat passes up an open three, I tear half my hair out. You know, it's like when Marge tells Homer that she's pregnant and then tells him that she's pregnant again. That's half my hair leaving. Every time Pat passes up an open three, it's like, dude, you realize you're the most efficient three-point shooter on this roster, right? Shoot the damn ball. It's like that was one of a few things that were frustrating about Pat's game tonight. We did see him give that one awesome facial dunk, but tonight was too much passive Pat and not enough Pat having the confidence to take shots when he's open.
Yeah, if you're going to shoot the three, sorry, if you're going to shoot, I mean, not shoot it then and get a better shot, cool, but that's not what's happening.
Right, no, he passed up the three, dribbled into the lane, and then turned the ball over.
I'm not going to harp too hard on him, honestly, because even with all that, the man, he still was a plus, 3 for the night for the Bulls. So 7.7 rebounds. I like how he played in the first quarter. You're right, though. It wasn't consistent. Even when they gave him the wide open three in the fourth quarter, just missed all of that late in the fourth. But he had a huge 3-pointer early on. And you mentioned the monster dunk that he had. I thought he played as best as somebody could do against Randall, who was also cooking as well tonight. But yeah, of course, you want more consistency from him for sure, man. He definitely got to get that consistency up. Not going to lie about any of that. But again, the big three guys, the fourth straight game in a row that those guys have scored 20 plus. And that is just awesome to see because before and what I like so much about it now is it looks regular. Like it doesn't look clunky. Like everybody looks like, he's going to get his. Okay, he's going to get his. Okay, he's going to get his. Everybody knows kind of when to step back and kind of step away. If you look at the Bulls' touches from their first 9 games as opposed to their last 2, it goes as you would think. Like DeMar, Vooch, and Zach LaVine. That's who your leaders were. In these past 2 games, it's been Zach LaVine, Vooch, and DeMar. That's how the touches have been going for the Chicago Bulls. And Zach LaVine needs that kind of stuff. He needs to touch the ball and feel it because DeMar is going to get his. He's DeMar DeRozan. He knows how to get his. And, of course, Vooch has got to get his because they got to give him the basketball so he can get going. But I just really like how the big three are finding each other right now, Carm. It just looks smoother.
I like to see just this smiling camaraderie between them. Like very late, Vooch was sitting there having a conversation with DeMar after the shot, and they're going back through the free throw, and I'm like, game's over, y'all. Although I thought that they could have ruled that DeMar was actually over the free throw line before it hit, which would have been a violation. Give it back to him. And Stacey's sitting there saying, "Game's over," and I'm like,
yes.
I'm like, dude, did you not see Atlanta? I'm having a heart attack here. I thought the Knicks were getting the basketball. Like, well, what do you mean the game's over?
My family was celebrating, and I was pointing at the .4 on the television. I was like, "Yo, this is not over."
Yeah, I mean, have we not been living this Bulls fucking roller coaster this year? I don't have to excuse myself. This is we're good. I get it, but yeah, they just seem maybe I'm reading too much into it. I hope I'm not, but they seem more together now than they have been in a long time, and that's huge.
And you're right, you're right, Matt. Getting in the super chat, give Zach a ton. He has helped step up defensively and has met the challenge. Give him a ton of credit. Absolutely right. Like he is definitely, as Carm mentioned, like he's just more aggressive and more competent. Like he doesn't look so out of position anymore. It was even to the point where he made the right defensive play, and Dragic was late on the play, and Zach turned around and looked at him like, "Hey man, you're gonna need to be where you're supposed to be." That made me feel good because usually it's people looking at Zach saying those kind of things. So the fact that the roles have been reversed lets you know that sometimes, guys, a kick in the ass betwixt the crack is a wonderful damn thing. It is a good thing sometimes, especially in sports, Matt. Like you have to do those things sometimes.
I mean, yeah, you have to. And it's interesting to think back to a few seasons ago when, Zach got benched along with some of the starters, got called out by his coach, and came out the next night and responded with that, career night, that record night in Charlotte, including the game winner. And we all kind of wondered how Zach would respond to this and whether or not this team had anybody in the locker room who could band together after going through some yelling and some pointing of fingers and people getting called out and people calling guys out, at least through 3 games. And it's not like it's been a cakewalk. They've been, they mopped up a Miami team that everyone was absent. Like, they played the concessions employees in Miami. They barely win against Atlanta. They barely win against the Knicks. I'm not saying everything's fixed or maybe even anything's fixed, but it's at least nice to see a lot of them rallying around each other and not giving up in that Atlanta game and in this New York game when they could have packed it in, because they were trailing in the fourth quarter, midway through the fourth quarter by several possessions in both of those games. So that tells you at least that they're not ready to quit on each other yet. And you have to be at least a little bit happy about that.
Did you just say that you want the Bulls to add on at the trade deadline? Did I just hear that, or I'm not exactly sure?
I didn't say that. Haven't you heard? Zach and DeMar are both going to the Lakers, Carm.
Oh yeah. It's already
a done deal. According to Bleacher Report, it's a done deal.
I see we got a super chat from an Emily Peck. Do you know this person, Matt? I'm assuming this is a person that is down with the Peck clan.
She took her husband's name. Emily Peck is dead to me. I don't know who that is. Schistler now. I don't know who that is.
lot of love in the comments tonight. P-Mac says this feels so good. Kyle Jackson, Ayo shutting Brunson down. Zach defense on Barrett. Love to see it. Ostas Jr., the offensive rebounding is pitiful. That is nothing but an effort problem. I agree with you, but I can't get on the Bulls for their effort tonight. They definitely had effort this evening, but you have to credit the Knicks. It's what they do best, is they play defense and they get offensive rebounds, to the point that we saw Billy Donovan go to the dreaded Drummond-Vooch lineup, where I know some Bulls analytics fans were tearing their damn hair out as soon as that thing happened, man. I know some people really hated that.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, the first time I realized that Drummond and Vooch were on the floor together at the same time was a replay of Drummond committing a foul. And I was like, wait, okay, there's Drummond underneath the basket. Is that Vooch in the foreground? Wait, are they on the floor at the same time? Why, Billy? Why? I mean, I think it's only out of desperation tonight. I mean, you saw Billy only went 8 deep, and Drummond played 20 minutes tonight. That's before Derrick Jones Jr. with the ankle a few games ago. Drummond was a DNP. Billy's decision. He had, once again, as we all know, the Billy and out of necessity, Drummond's back in the rotation and playing 20 minutes tonight. Kobe and Dragic both played big minutes. I don't think that we will have to worry about seeing Vooch Drummond Twin Towers again, assuming that we start to get some of these bodies back: Caruso, Javante, Derek, etc.
I'll be the only guy out there that just wants to go old school. I like those two together. Give me some actual real size. Give me 90s basketball. Give me somebody who can just bruise it up and get a board. I thought I was totally done with Drummond. I thought he was checked out on this team. I thought he wanted the first plane out of here. He has not been that this week. I don't know what has happened, but there is some level of re-clicking together. And we'll get Peck back here in a second, I'm sure, or hopefully. But he's back in for me, Big Dave. He's showing up. God bless him. They need him, man. They need somebody like that to cause some havoc and have some physicality, grab some damn ass rebounds, and he's doing it.
And he definitely did, and did a great job of it. And the rebounding totals tonight: Bulls lost 47-41, but the offensive rebounding battle, the Knicks had 12, the Bulls had 11. So something worked a little bit right there, Carm.
Yeah, and
didn't feel that way.
No. I thought the Knicks had 8,000 offensive rebounds. I honestly, I wanted to kill Vooch. I wanted to kill him. We grab an effing rebound, somebody. And I also, it wasn't just him too. Hey, DeMar, Zach, somebody in the lane. He's trying to box out, whoever the big of the Knicks was at that time, and no one else is helping. It was driving me nuts. It would almost cost him the game, but the Knicks couldn't hit a free throw, so it didn't. And DeMar had a huge shot. God bless.
Seems like Emily Peck has risen from the grave there to say EJ and Rory love Uncle Q and also the Bulls. That is just amazing and awesome. Isn't it awesome, Matt? Isn't it awesome? Yeah.
You know what else? EJ and Rory love? Meat sticks.
Green Sticks! Get
Tonight's
them,
episode
baby!
of Postgame brought to you guys by Greenridge Farm, a Chicago local meat and cheese company offering a better all-natural option. Makers of all-natural deli meat, sausages, and their famous, delicious meat sticks. Perfect for tailgating, happy hour, school, lunches. Plus, with 16 grams of protein packed into every meat stick, they're great for the post-workout snack, Dave. You going to get in a workout tomorrow? Well, December 24th workout? Have a meat stick.
Actually, I am. Yeah.
There you go. Have yourself a meat stick. If you haven't tried them yet, you don't know what you're missing. They're delicious because they are made from recipes generations in the making, and being all natural, they deliver a fresh and flavorful alternative at snack time. Check out different flavors like jalapeno cheddar and spicy chili. You can always find these Greenridge Farm products both at Costco and Sam's Club, plus the refrigerated section of all of your Chicagoland grocery stores. And if you shop at their website, greenridgefarm.com, put any 3 of their products into your shopping cart, add some meat sticks to that shopping cart, and with promo code CHGO, those meat sticks will be free. The best 3 words to put together in the English language: free meat sticks. Promo code CHGO at greenridgefarm.com.
Let me ask you, Matt, since you fired up, what time is it, sir?
Game time. Who?
It's the hottest new ticket in sight that makes it easy to never score the best deals on tickets to sports, concerts, and shows. Have you ever dreamed of sitting in that seat you thought you never could? That 50-yard line, courtside, behind home plate, floor seats at a damn concert. It's all possible with the Game Time app. The biggest last-minute price drops can be found on the seats you thought you could never buy. You won't find better deals this season to see the 3-game winning streak having Chicago Bulls. And just like here at CHGO, it was created by the fans and for the fans and guarantees you the lowest price possible. So if you love CHGO, then you will love Game Time. The best way to support us is, first of all, by hitting that thumbs up right now. Let's get them likes up, y'all. We know y'all in here. Get them likes up for us. And go ahead and buy your tickets by clicking the link in the description. Join the over 15 million people who have downloaded the Game Time app and score the best seats to all your favorite events. Because Carm, what time is it?
It's game time, baby. Two for I don't know, $38 if you want to go to Soldier Field tomorrow. Come on, baby.
You got the hoop, Carm. No, Carm, you from the old school. You supposed to know how that go. When they say game time, woo.
Yeah.
You got to throw the who in there. You just breeze right past the who. You can't do that.
Right there. You can't breeze over the hoop. It's the whole thing.
That is a terrible job by me, and I apologize to Cliff Livingston. I apologize to who was the Randy Brown. Okay, there we go.
Well, here's how you can apologize: by going and getting one of these ill ass shirts right here, sir. King in the Fourth shirts are available right now. All CHGO.com. If you still ain't got your gift yet, it's still time, y'all. Go ahead and grab you one of these bad boys right here. You know it's right. You know how good it looks, because guess what? It's accurate. You just saw what he did in that fourth quarter. Joseph said he had a video from the great Adam Hoge that he wanted to show and wanted to play. So, Joseph, if you want to come on in here and set it up, or you just want to go right into it, sir, it's completely up to you how you would like to do this, my friend. You tell me how you want to do it, and we'll do it.
We're getting ready for Bears with a little Bulls action?
We're queuing it up, Dave.
You queuing it up?
Give me a second here.
All right. I thought you knew it was coming.
You want me coming on? Obviously, I know the fans want,
Joey!
I did.
The people's champ is here! Joey!
You're the people's champ. I gave you time. I gave you time,
All
baby.
right.
All right, here's the video. What we doing?
It appears to be.
All right, watching that Bulls game.
And one. Is there a foul? Woo! And one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is A+ parenting from our guy Adam Hoge.
Absolutely right.
That's exactly what I told him. I'm like, dude, you have created a sports fan. You get a gold star. That's an outstanding dad right there. Good job. Good work.
Yeah.
My favorite part, I guess that was his father or family in the background saying, was that a foul? That was my favorite part right there. Because that means they're still focused on the game, like Matt with the 0.4 seconds. Still focused on the game, man. We got to know what's going on, dog. We got to know what is happening, man. Guys, I do want to touch on another guy I thought tonight played really, really well, and that was Kobe White.
I knew you were going to Kobe. I knew you were going to Kobe.
Another game, Matt. You saw it. Another game. Another game with my main man Kobe White. He's getting into that mode, y'all, where he's putting these games together. It's all about consistency with Kobe White, and he was consistent tonight. 19 minutes. He had 8 points, but he was 2 of 4 from the three-point line, and those 2 threes were absolutely colossal for the Chicago Bulls. But on top of that, he played excellent defense also against Brunson, Matt, and you know that tickled my fancy right there, sir.
Ooh, tickled your fancy. That's a new one. I like that.
Yes,
I mean, you took the words right off my tongue, man. He only had 8, but those 2 threes he hit were, I mean, magnificently huge, because it was at a time in the game when the Bulls were struggling to get anything going offensively. And the fact that he hit a couple of those threes consecutively to keep the Bulls just within striking distance, keep them within striking distance, they were huge, Carmen. It's nice to see Kobe have the confidence to take and make those shots, even if he's still coming off the bench and not getting a whole lot of shots on the night. He took 5 total shots tonight, but those 2 threes he hit were massive.
I put it down in the Carm notes here. Back-to-back Kobe White threes off a DeRozan pass, which was a sweet pass, and also hustle by Drummond led to the other one. I thought that I actually, when there was 4 or 5 minutes to go and he's going with Io down the stretch, I thought I would have gone with Kobe. Mm-hmm. I thought he had earned it, but Io made some big plays down the stretch too. So Billy was right on that, and I said I would have given it to Zach. He gave it to DeMar, so Billy 2, Carm 0. But I was equally impressed with Kobe tonight. I thought they got great minutes from Dragic too. He was super active in that second quarter stint. He was, I'm like, little spry. Dude's bouncing around out there. He was giving him something, so they needed it.
Yeah, he's got that silver fox look like you, Carm, but that salt and pepper head Dragic has is misleading. He lulls his defenders into a false sense of security because he looks like he's 85 years old, and then it's like, whoop, no, I'm past you.
We still got bounce over here, Peck. I was doing my yoga today to stay flexible, baby.
Hey,
I see you, Goran.
Come on, Carr. Guys, and again, another game. The Bulls, what were they? 14 of 31 from 3. That is 45%. Another victory when they shoot over 40% from 3. That is 9-2 when they are over 40% from 3. Also,
imagine that.
Imagine that. Damn. Not only making them that, but like you said, also taking them. Like, you have to take those shots. You have to take those threes. And also, real quick on Vooch, because I wanted to talk about DeMar. 21 and 12 on Vooch, man. And 8 of 16, but 3 of 7 from the three-point line. I like how Vooch was kind of started outside, and it seemed like he was getting a little more comfortable out there. And I don't mean that in a good way. I just mean getting comfortable being out there and just taking shots. But then he said, okay, look, enough of this. Let me go inside. Let me hit Robinson with those fakes, that Hakeem Olajuwon dream shake that he got on him, man. And he did a great job in the paint on him. I know Carm was mad at him, but he still pulled down them 12 boards, Carm.
Yeah, the rebounding I'm not going to give him any credit for, but as far as his offense is concerned, it's way better, way better. He looks more comfortable out there. He knows where he's going to get his shots. Going back to Dragic, I thought those two actually have a nice little chemistry between the two of them. His little pull-up that he's getting from 16 feet, or just open shots, I wouldn't call it a pull-up actually, but just stepping into the mid-range and people finding him. He looks very comfortable in the offense. And the 3-ball, he's shooting it better this year, which is huge.
Yeah. Chubbs, you might think that 7 are too many threes, man, but when you're hitting 3 of them and they're all in rhythm, man, it's not a bad thing. Honestly, he realized, and even after that one he took, he said, okay, I'm going to chill. And he started going inside and doing his thing. But, Matt, I know you were always the man letting people know that Vooch has to take these shots. And to the point that I know now when you think he's going to miss the shot, when I see him shoot threes and he stepped back a little further, I'm like, Matt is screaming right now. That's a miss. Like, I know it, man.
Yeah, well, and of course he took one tonight that was a little too deep, and it clanged off the front iron. Like, it's clockwork. It's clockwork. But if he's in the corners or if he's at the top of the key with his toes on the line, it's money. And I'm sorry, he was 3 of 7 tonight. Anyone who has a problem with Vooch going 3 of 7 from 3 is missing the forest for the trees. Because it doesn't mean he can't also get his offense going inside, you know. But, I mean, 3 of 7, 4 of 10, or 2 of 5, anywhere in that area, Vooch on a nightly basis is going to shoot 5 to 10, and that's what he should shoot. And some nights he's on and some nights he's off. 3 of 7, I'll take that every single night from Vooch, and I am not complaining about any of the 7 attempts because this team, the lowest volume 3-point shooting team in the National Basketball Association, needs 3-point attempts. And some people, Pat, are too damn scared to shoot them.
Don't wake the babies, man.
Go ahead. Okay, I'm in a different part of the house.
There were some points where the spacing, it would be, I think it was DeMar up top and maybe Zach on the left wing and then Vooch is around. And then you literally would have like Io and Pat like standing next to each other in the corner. And it's like, this can't be how it's supposed to look. Because those two are completely dead on the play. They need more shooting, that's where I'm screaming for Kobe. But Io did step into one tonight. That was good to see.
Yeah, I thought Io also played a nice Caruso role by getting those passing lanes and getting those deflections in addition to guarding Brunson and pretty much taking him out the game. I thought he did a great job of that, man, and starting to break and looking to score when he was on the break. He wasn't looking to pass. He was looking to score when he was running that break, man. So I thought solid game by him. But we got to give some time to the man of the hour with the soul power. That man, DeMar DeRozan, man. 25 points, the 7 rebounds, but 10 assists with 2 steals is DeMar DeRozan is what he did. And a block. Let me not take that from him as well. But amazing job, Matt, by DeMar DeRozan picking his spots, realizing the game is still close. Let me get to the fourth. Just get me to the fourth quarter. And then he did what the shirt says.
I mean, just flawless DeMar execution. What we've come to expect from him. It's great. I mean, you highlight the 10 assists, which is huge. We have been crying out about the fact that this team does not have really any true point guards, and it's hard for them to get any kind of half-court offensive rhythm going, ball movement. When Zach and DeMar are just taking turns going ISO, the ball gets stuck, guys are standing around watching. If DeMar, who developed that part of his game his couple of years in San Antonio with Pop, can remember that that's part of his game, and meanwhile his teammate Zach LaVine remembers that he also is the guy who averaged 5 assists per game, more or less spanning his past 2 All-Star seasons, they can distribute as well as score. And here to me is the kicker on DeMar being a facilitator tonight, and it spreads through the whole team as well. He had 10 assists.
I know where you're going. Say it.
0 turnovers.
Come on.
0. The Bulls as a team tonight in the box score, 4. 4 turnovers. 4. Man, I have watched this Bulls team commit 4 turnovers in 60 seconds this season.
Fact.
And it's part of what drives us crazy about this team. You have such small margin for error because you're such a poor 3-point shooting team that everything else has to be clean and tidy. You have to execute flawlessly on offense, and you got to try on defense. And so many of these losses are because they don't do one or either of those things. Tonight, they protected the basketball. Thank freaking God they protected the basketball. No careless turnovers. No, I get called for a travel because I decided to take 3 steps before putting the ball on the floor. No, I stepped out of bounds because I don't know where the out of bounds line is. No, none of that. They protected the basketball, and that has to start with the guys handling the ball the most in this offense. And, of course, one of them being DeMar DeRozan.
And also, Carm, Zach LaVine also with 0 turnovers. Like, nobody had double-digit turnovers for this team at all.
It's a great underlining. The margin is thin. It's especially thin when you're given. I don't know how many second chance opportunities the Knicks had tonight, but it was a ton. But
12 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, right, too many, way too many. But that's a huge thing. Take care of basketball, Chicago Bull. I got to tell you too. You look. I mean, I don't want to get caught up in the schedule, but you got 4 home games coming up here: Houston, the Bucks, Pistons, and the Cavs. And more so than that, these dudes getting on the plane tonight. There's got to be a totally different vibe coming home for Christmas. What's today? Friday? Is it Friday? I think it's Friday. Yes, it is. So they got 2 days off or whatever. Maybe they're practicing on. Maybe they practice a little bit on Christmas Day. I would think they get both days off. Come back out, and you're sitting here outside of the play-in game, but you're getting in a spot right now where you can get yourself back into this quickly. If they. What I'm starting to think about is the energy there for them to do this night in, night out? And it should be. And like the Zach part of it too that we haven't mentioned, him going to the bucket like he has, that knee's got to be feeling a whole lot better than it was.
Yes.
It has to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and before I go to this break, I have to say the one other good thing about tonight, there are no Knicks fans in the comments. Where the hell are y'all at? Y'all were all in here on them wins. Y'all were all deep in here. And we were like, okay, you won. Thank you. But then you're not back to take your lumps. What's going on with that? Like, come on. I guess it was like when you're not used to winning things. I guess that's how you respond. I understand.
Well, give or take half of them probably all, did the old cyanide fruit punch together after Zach Wilson got benched for the 18th time this season.
No. Oh man, we're taking a break. And when I went off, we're taking a break, guys, because we got ads to read. And somebody asked, where did I go when I went off camera? I had to go get this because it is Goon of the Nighttime, baby. It is Goon of the Nighttime. We will give it away when we come back, y'all. But first, I must tell you that they never understood, y'all. They just never understood. And I know Joey feels me. They didn't get why sunglasses were so damn expensive, and they set out to change it. Who, you might ask? Well, that is the wonderful people over at Shady Rays, because they create those premium polarized shades featuring that world-class optical clarity, sustainable durability, and styles cater to everyone and every lifestyle. And the best part about Shady Rays is they have the most insane protection program in all of eyewear. I like to call it the Matt Peck lost and broken replacements. He didn't use it tonight unless it was out of excitement. He threw his glasses against the wall, broke them on day one. Shady Rays sending him a brand new pair. No questions asked. 5-star reviews. Well, they got 200,000 of those, y'all. Wonderful, wonderful company. Dope shades. So exclusive for our listeners, Shady Rays is running that deepest deal of the season. Use the code CHGO for 50% off of 2 or more pairs at Shady Rays. That is a buy one, get one free. What do they call that, Matthew Peck?
BOGO.
That is a BOGO for the Lolo, a 54-fold for show. Redeem only at ShadyRays.com, where you can find all their newest and best shades. Because Shady Rays, where the Rays are so damn shady.
Tonight's episode of Postgame also brought to you guys by our great friends at DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook, an official betting partner of the NBA, and our official betting partner at CHGO. And right now, new users, if they use promo code CHGO when they download that app, can put a $5 moneyline bet on any NBA game. We got the NBA Christmas Day slate coming up just 2 days away. 5 games, 5 amazing games, including the Knicks that we saw tonight. They're going to get worked by the Sixers. Take my word for it. Any $5 money line bet on any NBA game, and you win $150 in free bets if your team wins. Plus, you got to be having fun and boosting your odds with those DraftKings Sportsbook stepped-up same-game parlays. And tonight's DraftKings King of the Game, he's also known as the King in the Fourth. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. DeMar DeRozan, the man whose praises we were just singing for his 10-assist, 0-turnover night to go along with those 25 points. Beautiful, beautiful stuff from DeMar, King in the Fourth, DraftKings King of the Game, DeRozan. And one more time, don't forget that promo code CHGO when you sign up with your DraftKings Sportsbook account.
Yeah, awesome. The king is a king. Shocked. You got that right, baby. It's amazing stuff.
Dude, Joey,
But-
I feel like we need 2 crowns, like a crown on a crown, because he was the king of the game and the king in the fourth tonight. We needed a double crown.
Both of them things. But I know one thing he might be getting. He might get a belt. He might get one of these right here. Because it is
Goon of the
good.
night, king of the night, king of the fourth.
The night time, baby. Ow! You know how much I love giving this away because it means that the Bulls won. And when we're at home, you get the home belt. When we're at home, baby, you get the big gold when we at the crib. So this time, Carm, I'm gonna start with you, sir. Who do you think is Goon of the night?
So we got a ton of candidates. I mean, I think we've named a lot of them. Kobe White's a candidate. Andre Drummond's a candidate. DeMar DeRozan's getting every award. But for my Goon of the night, who stepped up in the fourth quarter, who looked RJ Barrett in the eye and said, I'm going to guard you all over this court. I'm going to do everything I can to help us win this basketball game. Who finished with 33 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers. Zach LaVine, you are you get my Goon of the night. That was your best performance of the season, my friend. That was straight leadership. Congratulations.
I like that. Matt, who you got, man?
You know what? I think I'm going Kobe. We talked about how big those 2 threes were that he hit. And you highlighted, rightfully so, his defense again tonight. Every night that I watch Kobe, I like what he's showing this team more and more. It's crazy that at the beginning of this season, it was just with all of these guards on this roster, Kobe was an afterthought. Is he going to get minutes? Where's he going to be in Billy's rotation? And nights like tonight when Caruso's out and you got a short, limited availability across the board, Kobe gets more minutes. But every time this season when Kobe has gone from being an afterthought to being called upon and needed, he has stepped up in some significant way. And that is why he is my Goon tonight.
That is big, man. I see Marquet also giving it to young Zachary. Phil Zach is also Goon of the night. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you, Goon of the night belongs to Alec Jacoby White. Kobe White is Goon of the night for everything that Matt said, but more importantly, when Jalen Brunson started talking that shit to him, Kobe was right there in his grill. And what happened the very next play? Kobe was in his damn chest defensively, and then in the fourth quarter continued to do Goon things by hitting those 2 huge 3-pointers. So he talked that shit, and then he backed that up at the same time. That is Goon stuff, ladies and gentlemen, and I loved it so damn much. Kobe, this one, sir, is for you. The big gold belt is for you, my friend. Congratulations. This is yours. Oh, feels good. Is that a heart you just threw up, Carm?
I gave it that was my 0, but also doubles as a heart.
Oh, that was a 0.
Yeah. But I'll heart you, Kobe. Hey, the dude got a ton of flack from Bulls fans for a long time. Just get rid of him, dump him. Like, hey man, getting rid of him for nothing is you're missing the point of what he can actually do. Yeah, okay, he's not the most consistent shooter on the game, but he can shoot, which is something we don't have a ton of. And he's also a super young player, and we've given up on young players a little too prematurely at times. I'm not saying he's going to turn into a superstar, but I don't hate having that guy on my basketball team, and he was great tonight for sure.
That's a fact. All right, let's get to these. Go ahead, man.
Well, I just wanted to throw in an honorary Goon of the night because I just saw this come across my timeline. Shout out to our guy, John Sabine, and his Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic tonight put up 50, 10, and 8 in their win over the Rockets.
Jesus Lord. I think he's good. I think he's good. I think he's a good basketball player. He might be.
Yikes.
He's got a future. Let's get to the super chats. We did not get to these super chats, man.
Did I see a $50 super chat, a 50?
You did damn sure right. You saw a 50 in there. You saw it in there, and it was Ben Dean saying happy holidays to Bulls Nation. Thank you, Ben Dean, for your $50 contribution. Our guy Manuel Rios. Bro, guys, Zach LaVine told DeMar, I'll guard Barrett. Zach is playing better as of late. That's exactly how I feel. Manuel. Like he told him, like, no, dude, I got this, and completely came through. I like when guys talk the shit and back it up. That's what we came from. That's what Carm understands too. This is what we came from, dog. Talk it, but walk it at the same time. Matthew Ray, Bulls are back. Zach is back. DeMar is him, and it's always been him. C-Red will play anyone, will be anyone. Bulls at 4. C-Red. Oh yes, Merry Christmas, sir, to you. You are
Bulls
feeling
at
good
4.
Right
It's
Let him have
December.
it. Let them have it, man. There's no logic to this. We got a 3-game winning streak. AK saying, Brunson, Bulls, thank you for your service. Yes,
I
absolutely.
assume that was in reference to his missed free throws. Whew.
Absolutely. Huge missed free throws. Matt Lennon says, give Zach a ton. He has stepped up defensively and has met the challenge. A ton of credit. And our guy, Call Me Beer Baron, says, Goose. Oh man, AK once again, man. AK, and I always appreciate AK. He always looking out. The Bulls' determination was remarkable. Getting out rebounded, Knicks hitting every 3, whistles going against them. Hell yeah, missing players. Bulls said not today. Bulls earned a win and are now streaking. Happy holidays, Bulls Nation. I could not have said that better myself.
Happy Festivus for the rest of us.
Go ahead,
I don't know who referee 84 was, but she was having a rough night.
rough night.
Rough night.
Rough, bro.
Late whistles, incorrect whistles.
Mm-hmm.
It was rough.
It was rough.
Man,
Super
were you
rough.
guys surprised when Billy challenged that one that early in the game? I was shocked.
I was very surprised. But he was fed up. Like he was like, look, I'm gonna do something. Because that one where Randall went out of bounds and came back in bounds and touched the listen. Okay, not gonna get into it. Bulls won. We're happy. I'm ecstatic that they got this win, man. It's time for you guys to go be with your families. Enjoy the holiday season, man. This is a beautiful time. And you're going into it with a Bulls win. And you get to watch Justin Fields on Saturday. These are all wonderful things, y'all. So enjoy that. For our guy, Mark Carm, you can follow him at the Carm.
Give it up for Carm, everybody. Give it up for Carm.
2-0. He's 2-0.
Thank you, team. Great to be here. Appreciate you.
Hey, tell your CHGO Bears family you're sorry, but you're one of us now, Carm. You're our good luck charm.
I mean, 2 wins in 2 days or 3 days, whatever. I've had 3 wins all year over there. True story.
It's true.
We're hoping we end with 3.
Yes, you got that right. You got that right, man. Oh, man. Follow, I got Matt Peck at Bulls_Peck. Matt, happy holidays to you, sir. All the family, all the love down in Texas to the Peck clan, baby.
Right back
I am Big Wave. Follow me at Bow Sports. I got Joey Spathis. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. Merry Christmas and all the wonderful things to you too, Joseph, for doing a wonderful job being a producer. I will get on your ass later on, but not right now, Joey. Get this Christmas holidays. I'm messing with you, Joey. Joey's gonna come up and be like, "What did I do, guy? What did I do?" It's nothing, bro. I'm just messing with you, man. All right. Much love to all y'all. Thank y'all for enjoying this. Thank y'all for coming through. We out of here, y'all. Peace. We gone. Bulls.
Happy holidays, y'all.